I, Crouton, am the new director of the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. Sakurai may be on vacation, but Crouton's on a mission to make changes to your favorite characters and reflect their in-game appearances more accurately. Like, don't get me wrong, the old director was cool and all, but how did he think that making Peach sneeze while throwing her butt forward would be a good idea to cause an explosion?
It's kinda hot.
There are many characters in Smash that are very, non-reference friendly, so I wanted to make a video series to talk about changes that I feel would better portray the character's game. And yes, some recent characters are no exceptions. Here are some of the worst offenders. And that's right, Joker's there. So if you're interested to speak, you can always subscribe so you don't miss out on this episode. Now here are some rules and things to know. We are not changing a character's moveset for competitive purposes. We're simply trying to make them better represented based on their game appearances. And lastly, we're adding a move to almost every single character who does not have what I call a shield special. This move can be trash, good, an already existing move, or it could be based on a mechanic I gave them. Oh, and if you have ideas yourself, send them in the comments, it may just inspire me. With all this out of the way, today we'll be talking about the first 3 fighters. So let's start! Mr. Plumberman himself, Mr. Mario, is up first. To be honest, I would change quite a few things, but I'm not sure whether they'd be good or bad changes. I talked about it in my Smasher breakdown video, which I realized is kinda garbage now. Ouch! But my point still stands. Mario's moveset should not change because he's the one character most people would play when they first boot up the game. Does it really matter for this video? Yeah, it does. I'll try to make moves that are not too complicated just because of that ideology. First off, I guess we can change his neutral air. Not that I hate it, it's actually a super good move, but I see this pose on so many characters and it just bothers me in a way. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. So like I said in my other video, make it a spin jump from Super Mario Galaxy. It would act just like in game where you gain a tiny bit of altitude, all the while completely stopping your horizontal momentum. If you hit someone with it, it would deal said knockback and probably set them up for an up B combo. For a shield special, I want to make him use the cape, and I'm letting you know right now, all reflectors and counters are gonna move to the shield special. This would leave his side B open, and I know, make it Cappy, yeah, but capturing someone, as much of a cool mechanic as it may be, leaves me wondering, what happens in a 1v1 situation? There'd be no point of using this move with 2 players, so I thought about making the person captured do a taunt and get some damage dealt at the end, but not really exciting, is it? So once a 1v1 situation happens, Cappy would become another projectile with boomerang-like properties. And look, I already know the reason why we all want Mario to capture enemies. It's pretty obvious. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't fear, don't shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-winged angel. Oh, and I thought about this. Maybe during team battles, Mario can capture his allies. Just imagine this. Mario's off stage, too far to recover. So he captures his teammate to recover better. That'd be so sick. One move I was really considering was his diving ability. It's in so many games and became secretly iconic. But after so many experiences in certain games where they do something similar, I did not like it. It just felt so weird, so I don't want it. Even with all the changes I made up, his moveset is fine as is. I know I was kinda piss poor on that one, but let me just redeem myself with this next character. Donkey Kong is a pretty fun character, I think everyone can agree on that, but what if we made him more cancerous and a heavy tactical kind of character?
What? No, alright, I know that sounds bad.
First off, his DK helicopter can be put on his side B rather than his up B. The original side special was a Smash original move, so I thought I'd remove it for something loosely referencing something. But if you miss it that much, we can just implement it as a down throw or something. His up B would then be replaced by arrow barrel. Fuck, that's confusing to hear. When on the ground, DK picks up an arrow barrel and throws it like a regular barrel. And in case you wonder what it does, it'd be just like its melee appearance. For those of you who didn't play melee casually, cause yeah, I used to, and I had some fun, go fuck yourself. Imagine a Steve minecart, but you can get out of it at any time and in a set direction. This was one of my favorite items from melee, so I'd love to see it come back in some way. It'd be so much fun to use. Of course, you can't spam this move. You'd have to wait for it to recharge like Wario's bike. Its air variant, however, would have Donkey Kong hop into the barrel. You hold the direction on the joystick to aim and then you fire. It would work the same way as the cannons from Stage Builder, but with less distance, and DK enters free fall after some time. And the last change I would make would be to his down special. Instead, he just takes out a barrel and it can be thrown. Basically, he pitches turnips, but barrels instead. And they have a 1% chance to explode. For the funsies. And just like the arrow barrel, you'll need to wait for it to recharge. Even though we'd get rid of a reference here, being hand slap, just make it... Wait a minute. His down B is called hand slap? That's a shitty name, what the fuck? Call it Earth Shaker or something. Anything but fucking hand slap. Anyways, just make hand slap part of his down smash. He'd slap the ground twice, which strips the enemy, and then finish it off with his regular down smash. Problem solved. Not only that, it'd make more sense since in Donkey Kong Country, hitting the ground would stun enemies, not hurt them. As for his final smash, I gotta say I'm pretty disappointed that they changed it to just... And I get it, it's a Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and Donkey Kong Country Returns reference, but it's still a shame that DK's signature instrument is not represented. I would like this change to be reverted if possible, but at least make it more viable. Or we could use this for his shield special. What it would do, I'm not sure. I was thinking it would just give him super armor for his next attack, that way his new side special would be less annoying than it is as of now. Or just put hand slap as his shield special rather than part of his down smash. I don't fucking know. Not only did I manage to add more references to what he does in game, I also kept his kit the same with more things sprinkled in for his movement and combo options. And I think it would work pretty well. Believe it or not, I want changes for Link. First off, change that Tunic of the Wild to the Tunic of Time, but boom, greatest character in the game. For real though, I do think we can add something to Link to make him stand out more from his clones, and to do that, let's make him more cancerous. I want Link to use all the arrow types that are in Breath of the Wild. Fire arrows, ice arrows, shock arrows, and bomb it. That's the camper haters. Look, I'm sorry, but I'd like to have more references. I get it, we all hate campers, but you can always put a timer or restrict the amount of arrows used per stock. Kinda like the gold feathers. Are we good now? You satisfied? Let me finish talking before jumping to conclusions. Sir, it's your glass repair. I was forgiven then?
'Cause I didn't call those guys.
How it would work is pretty simple. Just charge the bow and hold the direction to use a different arrow type. Fire arrows would burn the enemy and deal some damage over time without too much knockback. Ice arrows freeze the opponent at high enough percents. Shock arrows stun the opponent for a good second. And bomb arrows explode on impact. It's simple, probably not too hard to implement, and makes the bow way more interesting. And if that changes too much, make him at least change the way he's facing when he's charging an arrow. Pit and Byleth can do it, so why not him? And you know what? If I were to be completely honest, I don't really like his new final smash. And I get it, sure, it's his signature move from the first reveal of Breath of the Wild, but I think that his old one was so badass to the point where it shouldn't have been removed in the first place. I'd revert it back or make him call the Divine Beasts to fire their lasers. Basically what they did on Genin at the end of the game. I can see it as a cutscene final smash. Like, it would be way more interesting than just, yay, ancient arrow, yay. But you know what? I won't count that as a change if you don't agree with it. But what I think we can all agree with is that his shield surfing should be his shield special. Actually, not everyone would agree, but come on, it's called shield special. It's perfect! Link jumps forward and surfs on his shield, and when he's on a slope, he slides on it. And you may say that it's useless on a stage without slopes, huh? Stupid! Dude, imagine a projectile comes towards you. If you shield surf on the projectile, you charge forward and deal damage. I think that'd be super funny. And also, imagine edgeguarding with Link's shield special. You shield special off stage, bounce on your opponent's head, and forward air them. BAM! Link becomes the best character in the game. Again, it may sound super hard to land and a move that nobody would use, but because of that, once people do use it, it would be incredibly hype. It will then become illegal to say that Link is not hype. Do not trash on my man. And there you go, this is what I do for the first 3 characters of Smash. You disagree with something, or did you come up with something completely different? Write in the comments with your inferior thoughts, and I'm kidding by the way, I'm sorry if this offends you. I want to do a bunch more of these episodes, so subscribe and watch my other videos. I'll be taking a look at Kirby next, and he has a bunch of changes to go through, so I don't think you want to miss them. With all that said, have a wonderful day, and as always, please take care. Hey guys, it's been a while, huh? I have a lot of things to say about this absence, but you'll have to wait until the next Whole Note video, which should be out hopefully by the end of January. There are many updates that I have to talk about, so I'll see you there, and take care.